Just imagine for a second, you're going through your day, right? Getting the kids ready, heading to work, then making dinner, doing everything you're supposed to do, right? But in the background, there is this quiet weight, this 10,000 credit card debt, and it doesn't leave you. Even when you finally sit down, it's still there. And maybe you've thought, can't this just go away somehow? Can I just get a lump sum and be done with it? Because you're not trying to mess things up. Friend, I know you just want relief. But here's the part most people don't explain. This $10,000 debt. Paying it off doesn't just remove stress. Friend, it can completely shift your financial future because it can raise your credit score, which means better interest rates, which means a more affordable car, a home loan that actually works for you. And it's not just about the debt. It's about everything that opens up because the debt is gone. All right? That's the real snowball effect. Not just how you pay it off, but what your life starts to look like after you do. Friend, right there, you start having more breathing room. More options opens up for you, and yes, you gain more peace. And I want to share something with you that people don't say out loud enough. Friend, you might be hoping for debt forgiveness. And yes, sometimes banks can forgive debt. But if nothing changes in how you handle your money, debt doesn't actually leave your life. Because a few months later, you can find yourself right back in it. And sometimes even deeper. And then what? You start looking for another way out, another relief option, and what if that option isn't there anymore? Now you're looking at things like bankruptcy, and that can lock you out of opportunities for years. And that's not freedom. That's being stuck, just in a different way. But here's the good news. Friend, debt, when you understand it, can actually become something that supports your life and not blocks it. There is a simple way to handle your money so you're not constantly trying to escape it. Instead, you're leading it with clarity and confidence and peace. And I'm actually going to walk you through that step by step in my free live workshop on May 25. It's going to be relaxed, simple, and very encouraging. Without pressure, without overwhelm, just real guidance you can actually use in your daily life. Go ahead and register at dianagalas.com/workshop. Again, it's dianagalas.com/workshop. Print your workbook, bring a friend or your spouse, and come invest this time with me. And I just gotta mention about my latest review because this just made my day. My podcast listener says, quote, I had been terrified to even look at my finances and leave it to my husband to manage. But now I see I have the ability to take back control and still have the future of my dreams without me stressing about it and without my husband having one more thing to manage. End of quote. I love it. Thank you, dear friend. All right. Are you ready for some real doable debt relief tips? Let's dive in. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Financial Planning Podcast. Hi, I'm Deanna, a mom of 4, creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help working moms break free from financial overwhelm, take control of their money, and build the clarity, confidence, and peace you need to make wise financial decisions. Here you'll discover simple and practical financial solutions designed to strengthen your home and build lasting financial stability and maybe enjoy a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. So before we jump into the tips, friend, I have to tell you about my morning. A little baby bunny, yes, a tiny bunny, just showed up in my garden today. And yes, last week it was a big turtle tatty, and this week, tiny bunny boo. Just sitting there, peacefully chewing on the grass. Not a single worry in the world, right? Not thinking about bills, not thinking about debt, definitely not thinking about what he owes me for eating my yard, right? And honestly, I just stood there watching him, smiling, and he even let me get close enough to take a little video like I owe it to him. And in that moment, I thought, I guess I forgive his debt because the grass to me, it's actually something I have to maintain, like cut it every week, take care of it. So in a funny way, he's helping me with my liability, right? And this made me think about something. What if we could look at money, even debt, with just a little more lightness, with no fear, no pressure, no shame, just simple awareness, just knowing what's going on with our money. And friend, I hope your morning had a little moment like that too. And if it didn't, I promise you, there is always something good hiding behind the clouds, all right? Sometimes we just have to pause long enough to see it. And friend, that's exactly how I want you to walk into this conversation about debt. Open, encouraged, and even a little hopeful. Because there is something good in this. There is opportunity in it. There is growth in it. There is a version of your life on the other side of it that actually feels lighter. So let's start there. On a good note, on a bright one, all right? Are you ready for debt relief tip number 1? Friend, I want you to turn that into a turning point. So you lead it fearlessly. Hey, come here for a second. I know you don't even want to look at your debt right now. There is a little fear there, maybe a lot, okay? And it feels easier to just push it aside and hope it works itself out. But listen, this moment, it's not just a problem. It's actually a turning point if you're willing to face it, okay? Think about how you show up at work. When something feels off, you don't ignore it. You step in, you figure it out, you adjust, and yes, you face it. And you can do the same thing with your money. So instead of asking, how do I make this go away? Just ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? What can I change so I don't end up here again? And let's be honest, friend, you already have your ways sometimes, right? Like when you're in the store with your husband and he grabs something you know you don't need. And you start stomping your foot like, nope, not today. And then you see something on sale. And suddenly you're the one convincing yourself you need it, right? Hey, whatever works, right? But imagine if you brought that same awareness into every decision. Because once you really see what's happening, you can change it. So here's what I want you to do. Nothing overwhelming. Just sit down for 10 quiet minutes and write one simple sentence. What kind of money manager do I want to become? And friend, you don't want to be perfect. You don't need to be strict. Just intentional, all right? Let this answer guide you because you're not just reacting anymore. You're becoming someone who actually leads your money. Now, tip number 2, bring it into the light. Friend, you can't lead what you avoid. Most moms carry numbers in their head, but never fully see them on paper. And unknown always feels heavier than truth. So today we change one thing. We bring it into the light. Without judgment, without overwhelm, with simple clarity. Okay? Friend, I want you to list every balance, every payment, every rate if you have it. Okay? And then take one extra step most people skip. Call one company, just one, and ask for a lower interest rate. Because this one call can shift your timeline more than months of guessing. Because think this way, if you wouldn't allow someone to overcharge your business, then you don't allow it in your home either. Tip number 3, give debt a home in your money system. Here's where peace begins to settle in. Chaos disappears when everything has a place. And right now, debt probably feels random. Different due dates, different amounts, constant mental load. Like you're constantly chasing it around in your mind. So we simplify without complex spreadsheets and without overthinking. Just one clear flow. Every bill, friend, including debt, lives in one place. Your must-pay system, okay? So what I want you to do, group all fixed expenses together. And here, include your debt as part of your regular flow, not as a separate stress, okay? Now it becomes expected, planned, and controlled. And right here, we don't need more categories. We need a simple method you can follow even on a tired day. All right, tip number 4. I want you to close the quiet money leaks, okay? Like the ghost cleanup. Before you try to do more, let's stop what quietly slips away. And you know those small charges, right? Like $14 up from years ago. The subscription you forgot to cancel. And it doesn't feel like much. But these charges add up and they compete with your progress. It's like pouring water in a bucket with tiny holes. You work hard, yet it never fills. Now, I want you to look at the last 30 days of spending. Circle anything you don't recognize or don't use. And then cancel what doesn't serve your life. Because right here, I don't want you to cut your joy. What we do, we're removing the ghosts draining your energy and your money. Now, tip number 5. Use what you already have first. This is your kitchen reset. Let's bring this into real life. You open your fridge and find 2 jars of the same thing. One in front and one hidden in the back. And you buy it twice without even realizing. Because it seems small, but this happens every week in many homes, and especially when you purchase the second thing on sale. And over time, it becomes real money. And here, it drains your money. You aren't saving it. Because unused food equals wasted money and repeated spending. Now, before shopping, take a few minutes. Open the fridge, check the pantry, or use your one-page grocery planner at dianagalas.com. You can download it and print it and have it every week available for your grocery purchases, for your grocery planning. Because here, you're not restricting your spending. You're honoring what you already paid for. All right, now tip number 6. Build your dream connector or make progress feel worth it. Okay, what does that mean? Friends, numbers alone won't keep you going. So instead of focusing on balances, connect each payment to something you love. Like every $500 paid equals a weekend of peace. Then every $1,000 paid moves you closer to your home goal, okay? Now your progress feels alive. And it's not a snowball payment, debt payment. It's a dream connector, okay? Because each step connects your present effort to a future you actually want, all right? Because you don't need more discipline. What you need is a reason strong enough to keep going. Now, tip number 7. Smooth out your future or break the cycle before it starts. Most setbacks don't come from daily spending. They come from predictable moments we didn't prepare for, like birthdays, registrations, school costs, and suddenly everything feels tight again. So what I want you to do is to shift from reacting to preparing. Now, look ahead 3 months. Write down anything coming up. Then begin a small, smooth out fund, okay? Even a little creates space. Because what it does, no more reaching for a card in stressful moments. And no more starting all over. It gives you steady and calm progress. All right? Now, I want you to give a bonus tip here. Okay? Friend, don't carry this alone. Because support, when you have a support, it changes everything. Let's be real for a moment. Doing this alone is exhausting and unnecessary. You wouldn't manage something important at work without support. And your home life deserves even more care. Because consistency grows much faster in community. And I invite you to join the free space at dianagalas.com/community. A place to ask, where you can learn, and also where you can stay encouraged with your savings and with your financial planning and actually getting rid of debt or reducing your debt. There is a great community of people who remind you you're doing better than you think. Because, friends, debt is a thief of your focus, but clarity is the key to your freedom. Stop paying for your past, okay? And just start investing in your purpose. And if you're listening and thinking, okay, this feels different, and I can actually do this, then don't leave this as just another episode you heard, okay? Let's actually put this into your life. Join me for the live Simple Money Method workshop on May 25. It's a free, hands-on workshop where I'll walk you step by step through how these 7 tips fit into a simple 2-line flow you can start using right away, without overwhelm and without complicated spreadsheets, with a clear way to finally feel in control of your money. Here's why you don't want to wait. Right now, everything probably lives in your head, and that's where stress grows. And in this workshop, we're taking it out of your head and putting it into a system that gives you peace immediately. And you'll also get a printable workbook so you can follow along and actually build your plan as we go. And spots are limited for a reason. I want this to stay personal, calm, and focused so you don't feel lost in a crowd, okay? So if this is your moment, take it. Register now at dianagalas.com/workshop. It's dianagalas.com/workshop. Bring a friend, bring your spouse, or come just as you are. And before you go, if one of these tips stayed with you, leave a review and tell me which one clicked for you the most. Because I read every single one, and it helps more moms find a way to lead their money with confidence and peace. I am glad you joined me today. If this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Financial Planning Podcast so each week you can unwrap simple money strategies helping you design and build financial stability at your home and experience the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think, truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. Right here, your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. 1 week, 1 step, 1 win at a time.